Welcome to the 1980s, a decade built on neon lights, big dreams, and even bigger legend. A time when music was louder, the fashion was wilder, and the energy in the street felt electric. From the rise of MTV to the birth of blockbuster cinema, the 80s wasn't just a decade, it was a whole attitude. The world was ruled by giants with the biggest superstars Michael Jackson, Madonna, Prince, and even groups such as U2. The biggest movie icons, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, and Molly Ringwald. And the biggest sports stars, Diego Maradona, Mike Tyson, and of course Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. But in this world of larger-than-life legends, a new story is about to begin. A kid from nothing, fighting for a chance. A name everyone knows, but a journey nobody's seen. This is Bronny James, dropped straight into 1980, trying to make it in the NBA in an era where only the toughest survive. Welcome to episode 1. Let's see if Bronny can become a star in the decade of icons. Alright, I am ready for the draft. I am just so excited, man. I've been working so hard for this. I chop it up with my boys, let them know about that boy. They keep telling me about Michael Jordan. Everyone has heard about Michael Jeffrey Jordan. He's one of the most confident players coming into this draft, so I am actually a little bit worried. I have been playing decently in college though, so I'm a bit confident in myself getting into the draft. Obviously I've made it this far. I can't be underestimating myself. I'm one of the best players. I'm ranked around 14th, as you can see, averaging 14, 6, and 3 assists. The shooting splits can be a little bit better, but it is very physical, given I'm only 6 foot, 6'2". I'm going up against big people, but yeah, I go training, I go for my daily runs. It's important to keep fit. I'm trying to get strong in the league full of big men. It's really, really difficult for me. I need to increase my stamina to be able to play for longer games. I've also got to hit the weight room, get my bench pressing up a bit. Coach from college told me I need to increase my strength, man. Anyway, I head off back to the house. I'm going to check the NBA Finals, listen to who ends up winning the NBA Finals. And yeah, obviously we got Lakers and Celtics in the NBA Finals. That's not really surprising. Magic Johnson wins regular season MVP as well as Finals MVP, so he is scary. I got to look out for him. San Antonio ends up getting the first pick. I'm not anywhere close to being a top ranking, so I'm not really worried about that. I'm just excited to see where I go. I have my last few meals with my boys. I'm gonna get that NBA money, so they're going crazy in the drive-thru. Big Smoke at the back. He's ordering like 5 burgers. We're like, geez, this dude needs to relax. We ordered 1 meal each. This guy's ordering for like 10 people. We look back at it because it's a bit crazy. Anyway, off I go home. Well, not my house. I drop Big Smoke back home. He congratulates me once again on making it this far. I end up dropping Ryder back to his cousin's house. His cousin is not too pleased with me though. We did have back and forth battles in college and high school, and he is just so frustrated that he didn't end up making the NBA. He's mad disrespectful. I thought we were boys. I don't know what's going on with this guy. He doesn't want me to see his other brother. I used to be close with his brother. His brother's looking scared. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I digress. We go to the draft combine. I end up working out for a few teams. It's a bit difficult to keep up with everyone because, like I said, everyone in this draft is so much taller and stronger than me, but I gotta get clean for the NBA draft. I gotta get my hair cut, and I also have a change of clothes. Ryder told me get some new clothes. That's exactly what I did. Now it is draft day. I am nervous. Obviously, I said I'm not going top 5, even top 10. I'll be surprised to go top 10. But yeah, as you guys can see, Hakeem Olajuwon ends up going number 1. Michael Jordan, the guy everyone is talking about, goes number 2. So I'm thinking this guy isn't all special, he ends up going number 2. And me, I end up falling all the way to 13th place, which I am proud of. At least I make top 20, and I'm heading to the New Jersey Nets. I'm excited. I am thrilled. I head over to tell my boys about this. They are ecstatic for me. Everyone is celebrating. Big smoke. Trying to pop some champagne with me. We're looking for some food. I head over to Ryder. He congratulates me. I'm going to be spoiling the boys. I do end up getting a call from Coach. He has to let me know that, unfortunately, I am not starting. I'm actually the 9th man, which it's very disappointing, you know. Obviously, I got a few rotation players better than me ahead. But yeah, I go and work on my game, work on some cardio, do a bit of car parkour outside. You know, just get the energy up and get my legs stretching because I'm very excited. You know, I head over to the facility. I'm a bit pissed the coach put me all the way 9th, man, but like I said, I'm still a rookie, so I need to just relax and take it easy. My first game is against the Bucks, and they have Oscar Robertson, so that's a very scary game for me. Obviously, I'm not starting this game. I'm a bit frustrated, but I'm a rookie. I gotta, you know, wear the stripes, take what it comes with being a rookie. Coach finally puts me on, but 1 second left only in the first quarter. I'm a bit pissed off, so I gotta get my first shot. Chuck it up, and obviously, that's not in, but I'm just excited. That's my first NBA shot ever. I am in the NBA, you know? Just a kid from San Andreas, you know? Look at that, dot, dime. I am nice with it, man. I pride myself in passing the ball. I'm not really much of a scorer. I'm more of a defensive type of player and a facilitator. Like I said, same spot, same result. My teammates don't miss when I pass them the rock. Anyway, on to the second quarter. I am still on. I'm surprised coach is giving me this much playtime. But as you guys can see, the Bucks are pretty much locking us up. I am trying my hardest and I turned the ball over for the first time in an NBA game. I'm just so starstruck. Oscar Robertson is out there making me look like a fool. I'm trying to keep up on the defensive end, but I just can't, you know. I'm just so slow compared to these players. Anyway, I end up calling for the ball. I'm trying to really get myself more involved, even though I'm a rookie. And coach put me as a shooting guard. I believe I should be a point guard. I call for the rock. I get fouled. I go straight to the line. I should be working on my free throws though, so I'm a bit nervous. The crowd is booing me. They don't believe in me. They said, why am I even in the NBA? I'm too small for this league. I'm unable to convert any free throw. I'm a bit pissed. Those should have been my first NBA points, and I don't end up getting it. I call for the rock once again. I'm trying to direct traffic, pass it over to my teammate. He cannot convert. We are leading, which is quite surprising because we are getting quite locked up and we can't get any distance really between us. We are leading a lot, but in terms of, I don't feel like comfortable when we're playing this game. Anyway, Leicester's backing down. I'm trying to make myself overall all-around kind of player, so I end up getting my first board of the NBA. I pass it off and my teammates aren't able to finish it. Yeah, that's kind of been the story of the game. And as you guys can see the scores right now, 48-53. I'm very pissed off because we had like a 9-point lead and it's just cut down just like that. I get my second board of the NBA. I'm excited. 2 minutes left in the third quarter and I go all the way to the rack, fight in, easy layup. I finally got my first NBA points ever. I am ecstatic, man. Johnson's with the ball now. I'm watching, trying to get the rebound because I know he's about to miss that. I get the board. Here I go, down, running. Diamond to my mate. Can he finish that? Stops, pops, bricks it. It's so annoying, but coach does emphasize we need to work on our shooting because as a team, we're pretty poor, especially from the free throw line. And our mid-range shots are alright, but we mostly focus on getting inside the paint as they just convert a mid-range J right there. Yeah, so like I said, we went from being up 9 points or so, and now we're just down. It's really frustrating. I pass it off. Can I get another assist? Yes, I can. So 2 points, 4 assists, and 4 boards. That's my first NBA game. I'm still got adrenaline after that, man. I'm excited as hell. I head home because I need to cool down and relax and meditate. A few days go by, coach does insist that we schedule a lot of training, so I have to hit the weight room and run a few scrimmages, but that will be a little later. So he emphasizes that and he gets stronger because he saw my potential and ability to drive in the paint. It's just that I lack confidence because I don't have enough muscle to finish. So he tells me, hit the bench pressing and do some dumbbell workouts. I head over to the facility. I watch the boys who are starting to play. It's good to just get some guidance and see how the NBA veterans play. My teammates, they try to give me a lot of advice on how I should handle myself and conduct myself out there, basically telling me not to rush it. It will come to me, because I do feel like I'm still nervous. I'm still trying to insert myself in the team, but I get a lot of training guidance from Otis. He is injured though, so I gotta step it up because I know coach might call me anytime to start. It's a bit frustrating. Otis is one of our best players, but yeah, I go work on my mid-range J, work on some shots. It's the best I can do to try and improve my game. Anyway, we got a big game coming up, and I ended up purchasing a brand new car. The NBA money is coming through. I see the paparazzi following me. The news want to get an interview from me because we are going up against Magic Johnson. So I am shitting myself. Magic Johnson is one of those quick players and he's shifty. And I end up not starting, which is fine, but hopefully coach can at least give me some leeway because Magic Johnson, he loves to steal balls every friggin' time. I'm pretty sure he's like one of the top leaders in steals in the league right now. Anyway, coach puts me on first quarter, 2 minutes 50 left. I try to make myself aggressive, and like I said, Magic Johnson is leading the league in steals. It's pissing me off. He's already pissing me off. As soon as I get in, this guy steals the ball right off me. Anyway, second possession, I'm with it. I try to go to the paint. I am shitting myself. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is right there. He's too tall, and yeah, it kind of cost us that. But we end up having a bit of defense, and yeah, I'm just right now shook for words, guys, because I turned it over once again. That's my contribution. This guy, Magic Johnson, is making me look like I shouldn't even be in the NBA. It's really frustrating. Call for a screen, try to go all the way to the rack. I'm being aggressive, I'm pissed off. Magic Johnson already picked my pocket twice. So I'm trying to be aggressive, I attack the paint. That muscle is obviously coming through. Coach says, keep lifting, go to the bench pressing. And I get my 2 points at the charity stripe. Anyway, let's continue. I try to call for some plays and they look for me, but no one is moving. They essentially want me to do everything. And I don't know how that ended up bouncing off to my teammate. That should have been another turnover to me, honestly. Okay, so we are at the second quarter right now. I call for a screen because we can't really get much going. And as you guys can see, dime. I'm just keeping it simple. Simple basketball because that's pretty much all I can do right now. I set another screen. That's pretty much my go-to. I don't really have any moves, and this nigga Magic Johnson is so bloody annoying. I cannot stand it. This guy is always picking my pocket. Just let me have a rookie game, bro. I'm playing against stars. I am shook. I call for the screen. I'm trying to be aggressive now because Magic Johnson is really frustrating me. My teammates are just standing there doing nothing. No one wants to call plays. I just have to keep passing it inside the paint and no one wants to take any good shots. I call for a screen once again. I nearly lose the ball, and these are the type of shots we are chucking up, boys. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating. We're going up against a super house. Look at the scores, 76-53. I'm angry because I know the news reporters are going to be talking smack. I know everyone's going to be saying Michael Jordan, Hakeem Olajuwon, John Stockton, they're the ones to be watching, not Bronny James. I get blocked. I'm trying to be aggressive, but I'm too small. I just don't know how to get past the Lakers defense, man. It's just so frustrating. Coach calls timeout. They're really rubbing it in our nose. I just cannot stand the Lakers. This possibly is one of my teams that early into my career, I'll be very, very lucky to try and get past. Look at that. That should have been a simple dime. It should have been a simple dime. I steal the ball finally. I get my revenge. Go all the way to the rack. Can I dunk? Both past Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Magic Johnson. That should be a statement that a rookie did that to them. So I'm a bit ecstatic. I picked Magic Johnson's pocket. I try to fight and I find my teammate. He ends up scoring. I'm happy, At least I got my points and at least I've got some assists. because it's a very difficult game to play. I'm trying to pickpocket a lot, but we're just getting cooked so much. I get my second board of the game. Yeah, it's a very frustrating game, this one. I just can't get any help. I have to keep running the same play over and over again. And I get to the rack, which is surprising. I don't know why no one was there to block me, but that was basically a cakewalk. I'll take that any day of the week. I pass it over to the corner. Hawks just decides to put up a wild shot. We don't even work on three-pointing, really. And that disrespectful block from Kareem. I have to always do everything, man. Look at this. Look at this right now. I'm thinking, where should I go with it? Go all the way to the rack, I get fouled because I gotta be aggressive. No one wants to run inside the paint. I got 3 big men out there. No one wants to do anything. And I'm giving away 3 points right now. 3 points. I need to be really working on my free throw shooting because it's embarrassing. I'm a point guard who cannot score a damn point in the free throw line. I'm shooting around like 70%, which is decent for a rookie, but I really pride myself on my shooting ability, but I'm just unable to convert, especially against players that I am very nervous to play against. And as you guys can see, I just got a simple layup right there from my assist. I tried to steal the ball. Byron Scott just blows right by me, and oh my god, that was on me. That was on me. That's kind of embarrassing, but it happens. On to the next possession. I pass it off. I don't know how that pass ended up going through, but we'll take it, you know. That's another assist for us. Like I said, I do pride myself in being a pass-first type of player. I'm not really a scorer right now. I need to really work on my game. Do the same thing, same spot, same result. I'm really happy I'm getting these assists up because it's the least I can do since I'm a point guard kind of player, even though coach wants me to be a shooting guard. And look at that. Guys, we're pretty much demolished. 100 to 70. The game is pretty much over. I see if I can get more points or at least an assist. I try to drive in the paint. I go all the way and I get another dunk. Anyway, that's pretty much the end of the game. Nothing happens after that. After the game, I head over to, practice on my free throws and, cool down a bit because I'm a bit pissed that I got pickpocketed so much, I'm pretty sure that game had so many turnovers. But yeah, I leave the Lakers facility. I go for a walk, just to clear my mind. I obviously had a pretty bad game in terms of being a point guard, but on to the next game is what I really need to be thinking about because I'm pretty sure we're playing against the Knicks and they got Bernard King, and he's a scary guy. And due to the injuries, I actually end up starting as point guard. So I'm happy coaches put me as point guard because originally I came in as a shooting guard, but I can't shoot to save my life. So I got to at least assist my boys. And there you go. First assist of the game. Yeah, like I said, the Knicks came in scary though. So we had to really control ourselves and not underestimate them because they are really good. And as you can see, I'm calling for the ball because these boys just put up wild shots. And I don't know how that ended up going in. On to the next possession. I have the ball. I'm dancing with it, trying to decide where to go with it. Pass it over to Birdsong. He ends up getting a 3, which is quite surprising because throughout scrimmage and training, coach really tells us not to be shooting 3-pointers. He tells us it's not very efficient, and I agree with him. The 3-point line, no one really utilizes it that much, and there you go, Bernard King. He's just going crazy right now with that turnaround fade. But yeah, like I said, coach really does not want us shooting threes. He wants us driving in the paint, being strong, passing the ball around. But as you guys can see, they really have nothing to do. No one does anything. They just give me the ball back and I have to just give it to the big man in the paint. I guess that's simple basketball, fundamental basketball. I can't really complain. But every time I don't have the ball, everyone just does not know what to do with it. And as you guys can see, I get another assist, pass it back to Birdsong with that quick pull-up mid-range J. Next possession, we are getting cooked in the paint. Grab the board, passes it back to me. I decide where to go with it. Tween, does he stop for the shot? And he does. He's going kind of crazy right now. So my game plan, I'm thinking, I just feed it to him. But I see my teammate right there open in the paint. Can he get it in? Yes, he does, because we work on that. Come on. We work on that every time in training. Same spot, once again, same result. You already know that's cash money. This time with a baby hook. Okay, that's what I like to see. On to the third quarter. Next possession, I pass it down the paint. And yeah, he just turns around and fades that in, which is quite surprising. I don't usually see him in training working on his footwork and fadeaway shots. He mostly just works on dunking and me passing him the ball, throwing him alley-oops. But I'm not that confident yet to try those in an NBA game. We are getting right now just played by the Knicks. They are dancing, and I just blew an easy layups. Like, I said I pride myself defensive-wise, but that was in high school. In the actual NBA, I'm doing alright. Not the greatest, but I could be better. I call for a screen once again. I'm thinking where to go with it. They're leaving him wide open. I don't know how to make that pass, but it goes in. I'm feeling myself. I got 9 assists. It's kind of like my breakout game with assisting. Feeling like Magic Johnson out there. I go all the way to the paint. Can I finish it? Yes, I can. Simple layup. Anyway, we end up winning that game quite convincingly. It is after the game. Coach has informed me that a lot of our teammates are actually injured, especially our star player, Buck Williams, is out. That is frustrating, but he's not really out for a long time. I'm a bit pissed off. But anyway, like I said, the NBA money is coming in, so I invest in a different property because I want to try and get myself out of the ghetto area of San Andreas. I just feel like I need to be able to distance myself from that. I end up taking a run back to my old neighborhood, and as you guys can see, it's just a lot of destruction, a lot of people I just would not associate myself with, you know? That's why I feel like I need to distance myself far away from there. Anyway, like I said, Coach is furious of me. A crazy fan is chasing me. I'm late to practice. Coach is going to be very upset. I can't beat the police, you know? I can't overtake him. I'll get a ticket. I don't really want to do that. But yeah, since I'm late to scrimmage, I have to sit out and watch. I guess that was Coach's way of punishing me. Our next game is, by the way, against everyone who just praises this guy, Michael Jeffrey Jordan. I just can't stand hearing his name. So he's averaging 28 points a game right now. So I've got a lot of work to do. I'm nowhere near the top of points. Assists-wise, I'm 6th. You know, only a cool 3.1 assists a game. You know, I'm not Stockton level. Onto the arena. I'm a bit nervous. A lot of people, like I said earlier on, they're talking smack that I shouldn't even be in the NBA. I'm keep passing the ball because I got Michael Jeffrey Jordan on me, and he's one of the best defensive players. I remember playing him in college. I pass off the ball, get the simple assist. Once again, next possession, I pass off the ball because I want my teammates to get more involved. I don't want to be doing everything, but they just keep feeding it to me. Michael Jordan on me. I pass off through the screen and fight through the contact for the and one. That strength training is really benefiting me right now. Can I convert? Yes, I can. The free throw training too is working. Now I got Michael Jeffrey Jordan on me. This is one of the most scariest things because he did used to cook me a lot in college, but like I said, I've gotten stronger. I've gotten faster. I've gotten better at reading NBA plays. Right now, MJ still wants to pick me up from all the way here, acting like I can shoot that. I don't know how that pass ends up going in, but my teammate is unable to finish it. Really frustrating, but he ends up converting those free throws anyway. Michael Jordan once again on me. I call for the ball back. I want the ball back because no one is doing anything. I pass off a wild assist. I don't know how I ended up getting that, but we'll take it, you know. I'm trying to rack up my assists as much as possible, as you guys saw before. Only 3.1 assists. I'm a bit surprised. I thought I'd have more, especially being further into the season, but a lot of my teammates cannot convert. They give me the rock once again. I'm going all the way in, and I see that easy pass. How did no one pick him up? Like, a 3-year-old could have passed that ball. They're really underestimating my vision. And what the hell was that shot, man? Like, a lot of my teammates just put up random hook shots and leave players wide open. Come on, man. Next possession, I get stripped. Ridiculous pass from me. And yeah, this white boy is cooking. He is cooking. Like, he was taking us to the park. Next possession, I come back down. And another steal. I know I'm a point guard, but I really need to be working on my vision because sometimes I try ridiculous passes that only I can see clearly. My teammates don't really know, but the other team knows. So how does that happen? The other team knows what I'm doing, but my teammates don't. Once again, same result. I see what to do, but that one was a bit careless. And like I said, this white boy is cooking. He is cooking. He cannot stop. I'm freezing ice cold right now. I call for the rock. I am frustrated. I want to get in the paint. I'm trying to force my way in. No one is there to help me set a screen. They give the rock back to me. I'm dancing with it. I go into the rack and I can't finish. This is pissing me off, man. At least my teammate's there to tap it in. I don't know if you call that a putback or tap in, but yeah, I'm still cold. Michael Jordan once again on me. I find my teammate finally and I get another assist. Yeah, this game hasn't been too good, if I'm being honest. But, you know, it is what it is. I set a screen right here. And look, they don't do anything. I'm setting screens for them. They don't do anything. I'm a bit frustrated. I have to take the shot. I still have not worked my three-point game that much. I have to take another shot and just brick after brick. I don't know how coach has not taken me off. I guess it's because the other players are injured. But yeah, I haven't been doing well at all against Michael Jordan. This team, I don't know if I'm going to be staying in the New Jersey Nets for my whole career. Maybe if front management can do something, and obviously I got to take some accountability. I need to do a little bit better than what I've been doing. But the first season so far, I've been decent in assists, but my offense can be a little bit better because I'm really struggling to adapt to the NBA scoring. To be honest, like I mentioned earlier, I didn't really shoot efficiently in high school and college, so yeah, there's that. Michael Jordan just tweens between the leg and blows right past me. I guess this was... And look at that. That's so disrespectful. Pointing his finger like he's Dikembe Mutombo. What is he doing? What is he doing? But anyway, like I was saying, I guess that's the speed they're talking about. Michael Jordan's quickness, his airness, his airness. Like, he's just so fast. And I'm unable to keep up with him, especially when he tries to blow past me. And I get another turnover once again. This is one of my worst games yet, and Michael Jordan just puts a freaking hook shot over me. I hate this guy, man. I hate him. I have to get better because I'm just going to be falling behind. I get pissed off. I drive to the paint. I'm being more aggressive as usual. Usually when I do something bad, I turn over the ball, I get more aggressive, but I guess the free throws aren't really panning out for me. Like, I train them, but I'm not as efficient as I can be. Scoring, I really have a big problem in the NBA. I cannot seem to get past people in terms of mid-range. I can't even finish a simple free throw. Like, it's a bit embarrassing. Anyway, this game, pretty much a blowout. We did not stand a chance. That was kind of like a welcome to the moment NBA kind of game for me. Even though it was against a fellow rookie of mine, but he was just miles ahead of me. And I have to, admit it. I can't, lie to myself. But anyway, I am getting better in terms of ability. It's just converting it in the actual NBA court. That's a whole different story. So coach advises me to go back, train my mid-range shot, and go to the gym. So that's exactly what I'm going to do because I really need to work on my game a lot because I'm falling behind. I cannot score to save my damn life. I work on my three-pointer, I go back to the gym, hit some pressing, and I'm also need to increase my stamina because coach is also letting me play a little bit more games. So I go for my daily runs, go back to the old hood of mine, and I do get a message from my friend. He wants to see me, so I pull over to his house. Yeah, that's the old hood once again. So I go over to Ryder's house. And, we end up playing some video games together, just kicking it together. I don't want to leave my boys behind. I don't want them thinking that now that I've made the NBA, I'm just going to leave them behind. That's a bit, selfish of me. So I go play some video games with them. I do actually have a game the next day. So I stayed up really late playing video games, but I had to catch up on my boy. But it didn't affect me at all. We ended up winning a game against the Washington Wizards. I had a pretty good game, 10 points, 7 boards, 9 assists. Our next game we had was against the Milwaukee Bucks. Once again, we ended up losing to them. I'm not really good at playing the Milwaukee Bucks, but it was my breakout game. I had 25 points, 4 boards, and 5 assists. So, like I said, training is really paying off. I'm really starting to become a decent player. Not the greatest player, but, like I said, my teammates told me, take it easy, take it day by day, don't force yourself, because I am also trying a bit too hard. And Magic freaking Johnson once again wins MVP. Don't tell me he's going to win the finals. I can't stand this guy, man. I'm getting ready for the postseason though, so... And Michael Jordan, fucking Rookie of the Year. fuck this guy, man. I need to get better. So it's postseason, so I'm cutting out all the fast food. I decide to order a salad instead. You know, trying to get the body right. Go for a run. I actually go for incline runs now. I'm trying to increase my stamina, but, you know, it did nothing. We ended up getting blown out by Larry Bird, who we went up against in the first round of the playoffs. And I had a pretty stinker game. You know, I shot 3 of 10 from the field. I mean, I ended up with 10 points, so that's all right. Our next game, we blew it again. What can I say? We just can't win. They have a freaking super team. Larry Bird, Robert Pash. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, literally, what am I supposed to do? I shot 3 of 6, so I wasn't that aggressive. But like I said, I'm still starstruck. I can't believe I'm playing with these boys. I can't believe I'm playing against them. Larry freaking Bird. I grew up with watching him, man. I have posters of him in my room. The next game, it was a stinker for me, to be honest. I can't lie, but I had 11 assists, so hey, I'm on my kind of, you know, Magic Johnson type of vibes, but you know, it really didn't do anything. So yeah, game number 4, I believe I had 6 points, 4 boards, 5 assists, and yeah, we end up losing once again. But it is what it is, man. They end up sweeping us, gentlemen sweeping us. The last game, like I said, 10 points, 4 boards, 5 assists, 4 or 5 from the field. It's decent, but it is what it is. I go home because I'm just like, I need to watch the rest of the NBA Finals. I don't know who's going to end up winning. I mean, who am I kidding? Who else would win? It's literally going to be Celtics and Lakers. They are dominating the league. I can't seem to get a foot in. No one else can seem to get a foot in. And yet, once again, freaking Magic Johnson. I can't stand this guy. Fuck Magic Johnson, man. Like I said, next season, I'm coming out better and stronger. I'm going to prepare my head mentally because fuck Magic Johnson. This is going to be Bronny James's league. I'm coming for it.